So I've got this piece of worktop all jointed up. I'm just edging it at the moment. I've just glued it all up. And I'm just cutting up that worktop which I cocked up, because the ends of it are going in the shed, which I'm just on with at the moment. So I'll show you that in a little while. This is what I always hate. It's early. It's early. But you've got to get the job done, haven't you? So, yeah, what do you do? So I've just cut out a worktop for the shed. I'll have a sink in it. So I'm just going to edge it all up now. So the sink all fits, and I'm just waterproofing the cut out edges, just to give some protection against water. It's just such a nice steady away job. Morning. So I made myself some doors for this cupboard. You can see, look, that's all my electrics going in there on my fuse board. Storage in there with a shelf. That piece is on because with the ceiling lowered, if it's a full door, that top pot digs into the ceiling. That's just more storage. So look, nice when it's done and all painted. I've just picked up some primer for the MDF. I've been mastic pointing in here. And then at the moment, I've been priming these. These are for in these other bits of cupboards. So I need to get them glossed. I need to get that back panel in there glossed where the electric goes. I need to get around some electrics up there glossed, so that when the electrician puts sockets on, it's on a finished surface. Then this arrived. I'll just show you this. Because I had a double socket up there and I had to take it out. It's going to go there above this one, but you know when you put a plug in and you get all cables draping over everything else and it's all messy, I didn't want that. So I bought one of these angled back boxes. This is to feed the cables up through. I need to loop some cables around, but that'll sit in there. Under that one, it'll just go in there smart. Oh, I've got a bathroom tap as well. I like Lusso stuff. Oh dear me. Oh, I get it out one-handed. I've got bathroom basin tap. These have all got aerators in. I like taps with aerators because the water always comes out really soft and pretty. I've bought a few other bits just for finishing off. Bought a tap for the sink in the shed. Oops. It'll be alright just for a shed sink. I'll tell you something though, that's a mono mixer and the Lusso one is. And the Lusso one was a lot more money than that one. but you can just feel the difference. Then I bought some hinges. So this door, which I'm gonna make for there, ideally, if it had been a cabinet, the hinges would have gone into there. I can't do it, so the hinges have to go over here. But I'm going to have to chop the barrel in and see if I can make it work. I don't see why I can't. I got some flush hinges. But I got these because I thought they looked nice, because you're going to see that. So I need to chop them into that melamine, so it all lines up with one of these panels. I've just got another panel to make, because I only put that one up at the time because it was a damaged panel and I wanted to see what it looked like. And another thing which I'm having problems with is behind there's a timber fence post to give it some substance, because don't forget it all comes out. It keeps moving in the heat. I keep getting, 1 minute I've got that gap there and another day it's not there at all. So I'm finding that a bit frustrating. What else have I bought? Oh, a self-centering drill. That's for doing these hinges. I've used that for the first time this morning. That's brilliant. And I'm just setting some. This is part of the worktop in the shed. I'm just routing out for my bolts. I just bought one of these little jigs from eBay, and it's does the job. It was only a few quid. And some bolts. But I've got to put this on packers because it just doesn't clear the little guide under my router. So what I've done, I've come in 100mm from the edge and 100mm from the edge to the centre. You can use if you have your big worktop jigs, but you've got to be careful that if you just put that on and then drill them out, your bolts could be catching other fixings or something like that. So it pays to just double check that you're not catching any fixings, because sometimes you get this rail here, you might have to route yourself a hole in there to get to your bolts. So you just need to think about where you're putting your bolts. So I've just come in 100mm from either end, but you can space them out wherever you want, really. Well, in reason. So that's my 100mm. Then you want to set these to the centre. I always go to the centre, because if you think I'll go to the edge, then when you're out at the other worktop, if you make a mistake, you could have one slot there and your next slot there, and they don't line up. So always set it to your centre if you can. So I'm just gonna, oh, I did measure it, that's a line there, I did set that before, so if I put that there, I know I'm right. And this is that self-centering drill bit. You just put the drill bit in the hole, push down. I just need to set this on spacers because it catches underneath me router. So I've gone through so far. I can turn my little guide and plunge in a little bit deeper because you don't want to take it all at once. sorted out. It pays to get rid of all your dust out of them because you don't want to be underneath your worktop. Turn it round when you're looking up and you've got all dust dropping in your eyes. So there's my 2 pockets. Oops. My worktop bolts will go in there like that. Nip them up and it'll pull your worktops together. So that's where it's basically all going to go in the shed. So I'm just going to joint up the worktop and get them bolted in. Now it's a case of just tightening up the bolts and keeping an eye on the top. That's tidied that up a little bit, look. Just all out of oddments. I'm going to make a shelf for all that, and I'll put some shelves up there later on. And I made some shelves there as well. I can't space them all out where they want to be till I've done something with this lot. Struggling to film this morning. I'm really conscious that I'm just, because I'm finishing bits, I'm just showing things which I've already shown over and over again. So this morning I want to sort this door out and this panel. The panel has got a damaged bottom edge. Just there. So I'm going to cut it off and edge it and see what it looks like rather than make a full new panel. Because it's damaged anyway, I might as well just cut the damage off and see what it looks like. But I bought some nice hinges for here. And I cocked up. I saw these and I thought I'll have them because you see the barrel, you see that bit, and I thought they were going flush on the door, but they don't. I'm going to have to sink that barrel in tidily to make it work if I want to use these hinges. I've been on Screwfix and Toolstation websites because they're open today, but they haven't got any flush hinges what I like. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and make this work, and if it doesn't work, all I have to do is replace this, because I can get this off by unscrewing this. It's all fixed at the back and it only goes to there. So I don't think I've got anything to lose, and if it looks tied in I can make it work all well and good. If not, I'll change that wood and change the hinges. Just got to go steady when you're trying to edge these, look. So my tape's up there, so I'll just get my knife and just cut the bulk away. I get my little half-round file. And there you are. So I'm just making a door for here. I've cut the panel down and I've edged it, and I just need to set my hinges. So I need to plumb this point down here so I know where I'm working to. I can't get a spirit level in. Well, I can't get my pencil in, so I'm going to have to do it with a laser. I've set my laser up, and that edge of the line is just on the edge of the door. So I've marked where my hinges go in. And I'll allow a 1mm spacer behind the barrel, just so not everything's tight. Now make sure the screws you use fit and they finish flush with the top. You don't want them proud. So what I've done, I didn't film it because it was a bit awkward for me. I sat the door on the packers and it all sits lovely. I've marked the hinges and this is where I need to take out to get this bloody barrel to work. There and there. So I'm just going to go see what I've got so I can take it out somewhere nice. So there's that one. I'll just give it a bit of a tidy up inside, but then that'll go on there like that. The door won't open all the way, it's hitting the blooming wall. Then I'm going to get these in. Look how tiny that is. Right, I've just put 2 screws in each for now. Ho, 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 ho. I don't think that looks too bad. I'll get a magnetic catch for that to hold it back. But they don't look bad, do they? It just doesn't open all the way. Opens to there. That's alright, isn't it? I like that.